Alright, boys, it's Friday night. Let's get this recap over with, man. Uh, Believe it or not, it does get better. The times suck right now. All you can do is just keep going or give up. But there's a reason for this, everything that's happening right now. There's a reason for it. So let's just get into the day, and then I'll go on my little rant if I want to at the end of the video. So coming to today, we're still bullish, very bullish on the high time frames. We're at all-time highs. We've just been pumping. To me, it doesn't really feel like it. I guess because how my trading's been going, but it doesn't feel like we're out at all-time highs. But coming to the day, I wanted to see these gaps to get filled. One of the gaps to get filled for that next leg higher, because what we see on NQ, what are we doing during the overnight? Okay, we're making this push up. We invalidated this gap, and then what do? We retrace into this gap. Okay, now we have a reaction off of that, invalidating these two gaps. Okay, what are we doing after this push up? We're retracing back into a fair value gap. We retrace into this. What happened after that? Reaction out of that. And so that's exactly what happened today. So yeah, wanted to see the retrace. It happened. Still ended up losing, and we'll go into why. There's a couple of reasons why this trade didn't work out. But yeah, I mean, that's exactly what happened. Retrace and then pushed up. But yeah, I was really on the 5-minute looking for. We really get that fill pretty early into market open. First 10 minutes, we got this fill. But part of the reason why this trade didn't really work out is because we had this bigger gap that wanted to get filled. And so that's something to note. I noted that if there's multiple fair value gaps, one, look for the bigger fair value gap to get filled, and also look for, I don't know which one is more important. I think it's whatever the bigger gap is, and also just if there's two gaps, maybe wait for both of them to get filled, because price can easily do what it did today, tap in, manipulate as if it wants to go higher, and then come back, take people out, and then make that leg to finally go where it wants to go. But yeah, some other things to learn from today is that all the time frames weren't really aligned, and what I mean by that is more like the lower time frames, like the 15, the 5-minute, and then I'm not even gonna say 1 minute, just 15 and 5-minute. We were still in bearish order flow. I mean, there's really no confirmation. I should have waited for more confirmation, and then waited for like a 5-minute gap to get formed, wait for that retracement, and then look for that entry. But yeah, what I've been taking away from this bad month for me is that I might just need to go back, and it really goes down. It comes down to what makes sense to me, and what fits my personality, what's gonna fit my style. And what I really liked is the liquidity sweep, just the bread and butter for me. And I'm not gonna go into the confluence, but the main objective is just like looking for a liquidity sweep or some fill on the higher time frame, and then also aligning that with the higher time frames. I think that really fits my personality and the way I view it, and it makes sense to me. Instead of looking for like continuations, I guess maybe from here and there I'll take a continuation, because I've gained somewhat experience to know if it's a good trade or not, to some extent. But yeah, I just really feel like it helps me like not force anything, because I feel like this month I've really just been forcing trades, trying to chase price, and yeah, really like it makes me waiting for that liquidity sweep, or that fill, because we get it, but I don't think we get it that often, and so it's gonna force me to stay disciplined and then not get reckless with any, you know, unprobable entries. Because the trade that I took today, and it wasn't good. It was just, this fill of this 1 hour gap. We're filling in this 15-minute gap as well, and then just like a little reaction out of it. And so I was really just trying to predict the price, thinking like I'm the market maker, thinking just because it tapped 2 consecutive bullish candles, now we're gonna go higher. And that's the exact opposite what we did right when I entered, just straight down. And then if I just would have waited for like some sort of liquidity sweep or an imbalance getting filled, like for like a little retracement, like I used to always wait for, like a 5-minute equilibrium retracement. And then I don't know how the entry, if I'm gonna change it, if I'm gonna stick on the 5-minute entries or scale down to the 1 minute. But I feel like that really makes sense to me. It's gonna be very beneficial. So I don't know if I'm gonna take the rest of the month off or what. It's just been a horrible month. No winning trade this month yet. I might go back on fundage just because it just helps more financially, because there's no point of trading live. That's a whole nother story for another day. But I don't know. I'm just let me just get this uploaded and move on. It's a lot of reflection that I need to do. So God bless everyone, and just know it gets better, man. Just like how the market was looking a couple weeks ago. Now we're at all-time highs. Believe it or not, it does get better, and that applies to everything in life. You just keep going. So yeah, God bless everyone.